But first, come on. Come on. You don't want to be late for your first White House luncheon, do you? Let's go on inside.
We seem to be just on time. And in fact, being on time at a White House affair is very important, not just for guests, but for the legions of staff members who put it all together. A party fit for a king or a queen, or in this case, the wives of the U.S. senators, takes extensive preparation, coordination, orchestration, and tactical skill. In fact, before we sit down to lunch, let's go back a bit. Any hostess has to plan her luncheons well in advance. When you're the first lady, you plan your luncheons months in advance. It begins with an idea.
Well, I sit down with Gretchen Poston, who is the social secretary. She's so much more than that I hate to just call her that. But we plan the events, sometimes a long time ahead of time. But we try to think of things to do, and then she comes up with a proposal for with different ideas, and then we get back together and go over those.
But once a date is set and plans drawn up, it's time to call in the florist about the flowers and the calligrapher about place cards. The kitchen has to be notified and food ordered. The music, the entertainment, the menus, each detail demands a judgment and a decision, and everyone involved rises to the occasion. Social events at the White House are creations, more than simply occurrences, the best efforts of very talented and creative people who demand perfection and seem to get it. Gretchen Poston, the First Lady's social secretary, is adept at translating ideas into realities.
The idea behind this one is, just to have a very bright, cheery, wonderful expression of I want you to come to my house. I've been here 3 years now, and you've been 2 years in a row, and I want you to come and enjoy it, and it to be bright and light and fun.
Well, bright and light and fun means plenty of hard work for many people. But from staff to volunteer, everyone seems to approach the task as a labor of love. And on the morning of the luncheon, what better place than the White House kitchen to see the fruits of these labors?
That's the first pitches of the year, did you know that? That's the first pitches of the year. They just came into Washington.
Chef Haller has been White House chef for 14 years, and today is no different from any one of hundreds of state dinners and social functions he's prepared in the past.
I'm never completely satisfied with the meal. I always think here and there could be something better, you know. But maybe the guest doesn't know that, but I do. But most of the time, I feel they are pretty near perfect, you know.
An attitude that reflects the confidence in many past successes. Today's challenge is 14 zucchini soufflés produced at precisely the right moment.
A vegetable soufflé will never rise as much as a Grand Marnier soufflé or a cheese soufflé, see? So it will not rise as much. So don't expect a miracle.
10 a.m. While Chef Haller works his magic downstairs, others are upstairs preparing the dining room. Mr. Ficklin, the maitre d', is attending to details, making sure everything is perfect, supervising the preparations.
Mr. Ficklin, what's your situation here today, on time?
Well, we're running a little late, but I will be ready on time.
Why are you running late?
Tablecloths are late coming in.
Mr. Ficklin has been working and serving at the White House for 35 years and began in the pantry when Franklin Roosevelt was president.
We like to make sure that there's no stone unturned. Don't care if it's one person for lunch or if it's 1,000 for lunch. We do the same thing, make sure that we have everything and make sure that everything goes off smoothly.
By 11:30, the dining room is near ready. After witnessing the effort required to prepare only one luncheon, I asked Gretchen Poston if the continuous string of functions wasn't a terrible strain on everyone.
No, I think here the whole attitude is that you want perfection. So you don't think of it in terms like that. It's just the more exciting it gets, maybe the longer you work. But it never shows, and it never is an attitude that you see anywhere in the White House.
By 12:15, almost everything is ready. The Marine Band has arrived. The White House social aides are being briefed on their duties during the luncheon.
Okay, the assignments. Lieutenant Capacci. George, I'd like you to be on the ground floor by the diplomatic reception.
Down in the kitchen, the soufflés are rising under Chef Haller's eagle eye.
8 more minutes, they'll be ready.
Upstairs, Mrs. Carter makes a last-minute check of the dining room and declares it beautiful. And then, the one missing ingredient, the guests.
Now, you might be curious what one drinks at a White House reception. This is champagne with tangerine juice. This is cranberry juice, orange juice, tomato juice. I think I'll have that. May I? Thank you.
As you can see, everything is running smoothly and according to plan. As the First Lady greets everyone upstairs, downstairs the kitchen begins to get the food ready to be transported to the dining room.
Ça va, ils sont bien.
In spite of her responsibilities as a hostess, Mrs. Carter seems pleased with the result.
I enjoy it, and I think the reason is because I do have good help, and I don't have to worry about it. Once I get it planned, then I can just forget it because I know it's going to be carried out and carried out well.
Well, the salmon was tender, the soufflés perfect, the service was wonderful, and the company was excellent. What else is there to say except...
I hope you enjoyed lunch and hope you'll come again.